So I just wanted to take you back to 2009 to the greatest skateboarding game ever, Skate 3. I've always loved skateboarding games. I've been a skateboarder pretty much like my whole life as well. Not particularly good at skateboarding, but I've still done it for a long time. And I just really wanted to talk about what I think is the greatest skateboarding game to ever exist. 2009 Skate 3, published by EA, developed by Black Box. It came out sort of worldwide, I think 2010, 2009 for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. So it's not really a retro game, but it's an older game, and I just wanted to talk about it because I've been playing it a lot recently. It's like one of my go-to comfort games because it's just this open playground where you can just do whatever. The controls are so easy and so like intuitive and fun to use. And it's got this really cool mechanic. So this is just raw footage of me playing, like it's pretty much unedited, where you can put down a pinpoint, which you probably can see just then, and it just zips you back straight away to where you place the pin in the first place. So if you wanted to, like, this is at the top of the university where there's this massive half pipe, water drain, whatever it's called, weather drain, and I've just really wanted to go down it and just do like multiple attempts of trying to get all the way down by doing all tricks all the time and stuff. But yeah, Skate 3, what a game this was. I'm sure there's hundreds of people who have fond memories of this game, and we know that there's a sort of soft reboot of the franchise coming out, but I haven't really heard too much about that in recent times. I know it was announced a couple of years ago that EA were developing it, but hasn't really heard much else other than a few development diaries of just like, I think there was just some really raw engine footage that came out, which looked promising, but it said like it's not a finished game. But yeah, I can't wait for the sequel of this because this game is so fun. And to me, this is one of them EA games that was actually made with a lot of love and care, because you can tell that the developers, Black Box, really love skateboarding, because they put so many really cool Easter eggs, which is like just there for fans of skateboarding. And I mean, like, not just your casual fan, but someone that's really into skateboarding. Now here's just a list of some of the cameo voices that are in this. You've got people like Danny Way, Darren Naretti, I'm gonna butcher some of these names, Terry Kennedy, Pat Duffy, Rob Drydeck, got loads of people like that, all get a nice little cameo voiceover in this game. And to top it all off, Jason Lee, famous for My Name is Earl, is Coach Frank in this game. He even has his likeness, and I always really appreciate that, because My Name is Earl is a great show. I absolutely loved it when it was coming out, and he goes, like, it was just really cool to have that level of celebrity. I guess he's a paying celebrity in this game. I think he's like been in quite a few Kevin Smith films. But yeah, he's in this game, which is all crazy. But going back to like the actual gameplay of this game, for me, I feel like they absolutely nailed the controls, the skateboarding controls. You basically control your kick flips, your ollies, pop shovels, nollies, things like that, all with the sort of right analog stick, with the flick motion, which emulates quite realistically what, in my mind, what it's like to actually skateboard. Except for you can never probably get this height in real life, but like to actually like emulate that sort of like flick or like the pop shove it, like I always think like when I was learning to do a pop shove it when I used to skateboard, it was like you kind of like step on the back of the board and try and like walk forward, is like how I remember it, and the motion of doing a pop shove it kind of emulates that, which was really cool. Like there was certain like things that the developers put time into, which is through all of the Skate series, to be fair. Skate 1, 2 and 3, I just talk about 3 a lot because 3 is my favourite and I just think it's just so much cooler. But those controls really like emulated what it felt like to be a skateboard. And I remember at the time Tony Hawk's was bringing out that I think it was roughly around the same time. In my head canon, it was around the same time. Like Tony Hawk's games were a little bit like naff by that point, and they, at the same time this came out, they also brought out that weird like Tony Hawk's game that had the skateboard controller that you actually had to stand on and skate with. In my head, I had no idea why they didn't just use a Wii Fit controller, because that makes more sense. But then again, 2009, you're probably looking more at like a Wii U at that point. But yeah, because this is Xbox 360, so I'm guessing it would have been Wii U that came out. But yeah, but the love that was put into them controls really emphasizes to me how fun and fluid this gameplay is. You can just do whatever, like you can not, once you've got the basic concept around how to ollie, how to kickflip, things like that, you can just string so many things together. It's so natural, and it's rare you get games that have that like natural progression in them. Then like when it doesn't really coach you that much, you can just kind of work it out from how intuitive the controls are. Now, the story of this game is not really prevalent at all. If there was to be a downside to this game, I guess it's that the story's a bit non-existent. Like, you basically start skateboarding in this like weird skateboarding land, and you got to complete challenges and become like the best skateboarder you can as you progress through the like stages of the game. But then again, it's completely free roaming. You can tackle this game however you want. From the off, you basically have access to all of the areas, all of the different sorts. There's like an industrial area, a big city, and then this university campus, which is what I'm skating around at the moment. And you kind of just have like open access, and there's little challenges and tokens that you go to where they can activate certain things. Like if you go, I'm about to get to the skate park here, down at the skate park there's like a skate competition that you can enter, and so on. Like there's all these things, but it's completely open. There's just like no hand holding. It's like gives you a very brief tutorial, and it's like off you go, figure it out. And it's really good for that, in my opinion. This is me trying to do these hurdles. I always mess these up, and I think I've actually got capture footage of me doing them right, doing like hippies over them. I would never do that in real life. I would immediately crash like that. One of the other coolest things about this game, which I think is why this game lasted so long in like the fandom, is that it had a skate park mode where you could build custom skate parks with like an object dropper, and you could basically make your own skate park. Which, yeah, that was a big thing in some of the Tony Hawk's games. I think you've been able to do that since like Tony Hawk's 2 or 3, but with these controls in the skateboarding game, it was awesome. It was really cool. And still to this day, if you go on Reddit or anything else, you can still find a good community for Skate 3. People still share like the online what they call the online skate parks that they have. You can still like find custom made ones and just have a go at them. Like so far down the line, like this game went from 2009 to what? 2013, now it's 14 years down the line, you can still do that stuff, which is pretty cool. Like, for a community to be still that active, I just think that's really cool. I feel like there's not many single player games that has an online community way after it, like, it's released like Skate 3 did. And that just goes to show how many people love this game, because it's so fun. I keep saying that, I keep going over how good the game is, and how much I enjoy it. The only way you can really do it is you just need to play it for yourself. If you're one of them that have never played Skate 3 or any of the skate games, I recommend starting with Skate 3 and just going from there. Honestly, they're great. They're so fun. They're so like such a game that you can just turn on, forget about anything else. If you want to kill some time, if you want to kill 5 minutes, you want to kill an hour, you can just do it on this game. It's so good. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Skate 3. I just really wanted to share my thoughts about this game and how much I enjoy these games, and I really like them. Because I feel like there's not that many videos about people talking about them. I guess it's because it's not too much of an old game now. It's still like, and it's still got that big fan base, so a lot of people just know it's a good game. But yeah, that's been me just rambling on about Skate 3. Yeah, well, thank you so much for watching, guys, and thank you so much for the support you all give me on this channel. Please remember to like and subscribe. Please comment below if you have any fond memories of Skate 3, and yeah, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.